Hey guys, what's up? Today we are starting part 7 of our series, Building a Space Station here in Kerbal Space Program. And today's mission has 2 parts. We're going to be bringing up part 11 and part 12. Part 11 will be bringing up remotely, and part 12 will send up a crewed capsule. Let's load up our model of our space station so I can show you exactly what's going on. Okay, so today these are the 2 parts we're going to be bringing up. This bottom wing here, branching off of our main part of the space station, and then also a little part, let's see what it is, utility module that's going to be branching off of our habitation module and our other habitation module. So it's just giving the Kerbals more room to move around in, and then also a little module for an engineer. And in our second launch today, we're actually going to be bringing up 2 inhabitants for the space station, 2 additional inhabitants, one of them a scientist, to go ahead and command this, where is it, right here, this experiments module, and then our third engineer, which will take control of this utility module. So let's go ahead and open up our rocket. Space Station 11. Here she is. Take a look at our payload here. There's that bottom wing. And here is our, what I call, drone that we're going to be remotely operating to maneuver this thing in position. So let's go ahead and roll this out to the launch pad. Okay, let's set up our NASA countdown like always. Let's go ahead and start the countdown.
T-10.
SAS
9,
on.
8.
Throttle
7,
all the way
6,
up. Actually,
5,
no. It's for this rocket.
4,
It's throttled at
3,
2/3.
2. We have.
Okay. And we'll throttle it back to half at about 1,000 meters. This is a powerful rocket, so I kind of have an idea of how I'm going to control it. And we can start rotating into our orbital trajectory. Passing through the clouds. At 8,000 meters, we'll just cut the main engine completely to save fuel, because these are solid rocket boosters, which means they aren't. Our main engine isn't using up any of their fuel; it's using up its own. So we want to save some of that for when these boosters give out. You can see we're still climbing in our speed, so we're good. Looks like we got a little bit of overheating there going on in the main boosters, but we're almost out of fuel anyway, so hopefully that doesn't make much difference. Keeping our eye on that. Just a couple more seconds. It's away. So far, so good. Good timing, good timing. Trajectory, telemetry, everything's looking pretty solid. Almost out of fuel. And we'll cut that away. Start up our second stage. We'll let that burn until we hit about 70,000 meters. That's technically space. Then we'll temporarily shut down the second stage and deploy our fairings. Alright, shut it down. Deploy fairings. Looks like we got a pretty clean deployment there. And we can go ahead and start with the second stage again. Love it. We can go ahead and deploy our antenna and solar panels. And I guess now I'll go ahead and do some editing so you don't have to watch this whole thing. Jettison our second stage. And start up our third stage engine. Okay, this bright white dot right here is the Kerbal International Space Station. You can see it right there. And it is slowly coming towards us, or we are coming towards it, depending on your point of reference. I forgot to put a reaction wheel on my probe here, which just means it's going to be a little bit harder to control, but still shouldn't be too much of a problem. Alright, here comes our space station. We'll start slowing down. There she is. It's like my favorite part of the entire game right here, is just watching my poor little space station that took so much to build come into view. I love it. Okay. Don't need this big tank anymore. Got plenty of fuel left over, but oh well, cut our losses, I guess. Okay. And we'll open up our docking ports here. There we go. So that's the side we're going to want to dock with, so we can back this thing into the space station using this docking port. So we got to switch docking ports. Let's go ahead and make sure this thing is stable. Decouple. We'll control it from here. RCS on. All right, bringing it in. Bringing it in. Oh, hold on. Let's make sure we got this thing. There we go. There we go. Come on, baby. Booyah. We are docked. Okay, so now we just need to flip this thing around and start heading towards space station down there. We still got an engine on this thing, so we can use that. Alright, so the docking port we want to dock to is right there. There it is. Ooh. Whoa, no, come on, buddy. That was close. This thing is really hard to control because I forgot to put on more thrusters right there. So we're going to go ahead and retract this before I accidentally break it. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's too difficult for me to control. I'm gonna have to put some more thrusters on here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get Ned Fry out here to do that because we do have some that we can use. Where you at, Ned Fry? There you are, buddy. Right here. Transfer you to the airlock. And now we can get you out. Go save the day like you always do, buddy. Alright, here we go. Okay, so we want one right here. We want one right here. Right here. And right here. Alright, let's keep Ned Fry on this thing, but we get him more towards the center of mass if we can. There we go. Okay. Now let's see how this thing is with controlling it. Much better. Oh yeah. Try not to make that same mistake again. Good thing we had the it's a good thing we didn't throw these things away, huh? Because I almost did. I didn't think I'd need them anymore. It's one of those rare times where it pays to be a hoarder. Okay, we're in parking orbit. Let's go ahead and orient this thing to the correct angle. Looking good, looking good. Alright. Let's go ahead and roll this thing to the way we want it, which would be this way. Looking good. A little bit more. There we go. I think that's just about right. Okay. Yeah, looks good. Okay. And I think we have it. We have it. We are docked. We got our 11th piece on the space station, and it looks pretty straight. I'm pretty sure that's as straight as I'm going to get it. Yeah. Looks good. Looks good. I forgot Ned Fry is still hanging on to for dear life. Okay. Go ahead and extend that radiator. Let's go ahead and extend this radiator panel. This is a different kind of radiator panel than these kind. It's a lot more expensive and a lot more new. I'm not really sure exactly how, how more powerful it is. I didn't really look at that. I like new things. Okay. And let's go ahead and test these radiator panels out. These are a lot bigger. Oh yeah, we're getting serious now. Alright, we can go ahead and take these thrusters back off. Well, guys, I would like to apologize. My computer just stopped recording, and I had no idea it did that, so I just continued to play and talk to myself because I didn't realize what was going on. But just to kind of summarize what you missed because of that little failure, that glitch, I ended up detaching that probe from the end of our little wing here, and then I brought up this wing with Jeb and 2 other crew members, and we ended up docking it without a hitch going off. And I also discovered that this radiator panel is at 100% capacity, and I'm not sure why. It's a different kind of radiator panel than these two, and I thought it was better, but apparently it's not. But the next wing that we're bringing up, the last wing to make this, this main branch of habitation completely finished, also has one of these radiator panels on it, so maybe that will alleviate some of the heat. If not, we might just have to ditch those two because these are still running below 50% capacity and these aren't even at 30% yet. But I did manage to snap a few screenshots of me bringing this extra piece up, this second piece up, so you're looking at those right now, just so you can kind of get an idea of what happened. But we ended up returning Jebediah nice, safe, and sound back to Kerbin, so he's still with us. So yeah, in the next episode, we'll go ahead and use the space shuttle again to bring up this last branch of our main part of the space station here. As always, you guys, thank you for watching this. God bless you. Stay righteous.